Hi, Derrick. Hope you're doing well. I guess just to start off, congratulations on the birth of your daughter. You want to just take us through last week and what that was like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy turn of events last week. Went in for a doctor's appointment to see her, and then next thing you know, they say, "Hey, we're gonna have a baby today." So, you gotta make some phone calls and get to the hospital, and that's just what we had to do.
Let's go to Mike Solarte and then Miles Simmons.
Thanks, Preston. Hey, Derek, congratulations. Let's look at this defensive front and maybe can you kind of assess where your confidence level is as a group over the last 2 weeks, because you guys have gotten more pressures and gotten a little bit more active, and it just seems like the confidence level is rising across that group.
Man, it's just coming in here and working every day. It's just being able to trust the guys you're next to. We still haven't been together that long as a full unit. Just every single day building that bond amongst one another and being able to trust the guy next to you. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Derek, this may be a similar answer, but do you feel like anything has started to click for you personally? I mean, you've been starting to rack up the run stuffs and the tackles for loss over the last couple of weeks.
Man, nothing specifically. Just like I said, working on my teammates every single day. Practicing harder, and just going out there, practice hard makes it a lot easier on Sunday.
Let's go to Josh Klein and then David Newton.
Hey, Derek. Obviously, you guys had Tampa Bay, but Atlanta, kind of one of the biggest Panthers rivals throughout history. Is there a little bit of an extra kind of chip for you guys playing against not just a divisional team, but a rival?
I think we just, continue with that attitude of, every single week of what's next. So, we just take it one day at a time, and then we'll play the Falcons on Sunday, and, we just see it like that, take it from there.
Hey, Derek, David Newton, ESPN.com. Congrats on the child. Wanted to ask you, how would you describe Phil Snow as a coach, as a teacher, in general? I mean, compared to others you've had in the past.
He's untraditional, I'll tell you that much. He's one of his own. Coach Snow, very serious about ball. I mean, he's very just dialed in about everything. He knows he's a genius about the game.
All right, let's go to Joe Person and then Jason Hewer.
Eric, it seems like we've been talking about this rookie class since you guys were drafted, just the uniqueness of it being all defense. I'm wondering if having those other guys and a bunch of them seeing the field, is it kind of like motivate you guys in the class to kind of, keep pushing, and I don't want to say outdoing each other, but just being competitive in that realm?
Yeah, I mean, we come in every day, we have fun, we work, it's fun. But I mean, the one thing about it is, no matter who's doing what, and no matter if it's 10, me, Troy, Etor, Bravion, it doesn't matter. Stan, Kenny, those guys. I mean, it doesn't matter at all who's doing it. I mean, we all celebrating one another, and the vet's just pouring on top of that.
Along those lines, what was it like to be on the field? I think you were still on the field when Etor had that big play last week.
Oh man, it's exciting. Being able to come in with Etor and then just see him, as we go week to week, and he just develops, and along with the rest of us, it's exciting to be able to see him be able to get his first strip sack. I mean, that was an exciting moment for me.
Hey, Derek, before the season, having such a young defense, there were a lot of outside noise about, people kind of, talking down, saying they didn't know how good you guys would be yet. And through the first 2 weeks, you guys, you struggled to get sacks. But now, where you guys are at now, is there a mindset that's saying, hey, we knew we could be like this the whole time? And how do you keep that play going and not, kind of getting too complacent with it?
I mean, I don't think we ever get complacent. I think, we set a standard, and, we had to realize what the standard was, and we got to be able to live up to it every time we're ready to go out. Every time we're going to go out on the field. And that was the biggest thing for us, is just being able to break down everything, but also just being able to play. Just like, man, go play. I mean, that's what Coach Will says all the time, go play. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. What's next?
Let's go to Jonathan Alexander and then Phil Orban.
Hey, Derek. Congratulations on the new baby, and hope you're doing well. I think you had meant when you were asked to describe Phil Snow, I think you had said the words untraditional and genius. I'm just curious, I guess what makes him untraditional and genius?
I mean, coach. I mean, he's got an answer for everything. He's got an answer for everything. He tells us. When we sit down and talk to him, he talks to you like a grown man. He tells you, the precautions of why he doesn't do certain things and everything like that. And it's just different. From in college, I had a defense coordinator that was a genius too. So I mean, it's just those guys know ball. And I'm just saying untraditional. I don't have I've never had a DC like him. So it's just something new to me.
Derrick, how do you personally handle people that are critical of your play, whether it was at the combine or maybe early this season? How does that motivate you? Do you not listen to it? How do you kind of deal with that?
Man, I don't really pay attention to it. If I play bad, my dad will let me know. I just rely a lot on my family and my circle of people that they may say, hey man, you had a rough one today, or my dad will call and tell it to me how it is. So that's really the only person I listen to, or else my coaches, of course. I mean, when the tape turns on, there's no holding back on that.
If I could follow up, what is your dad? What's his assessment of your first four games?
Just getting back to myself. After the second game, just call and talk, and had a good little talk. Being able to find my comfortability and just being able to be Derrick again, and just tune out all the noise and not worry about anything.
All right, guys, we only have time for 3 more, so let's go to Elena and then Miles and then finish with Josh Klein.
Hey, Derrick, I know Yetur was one of the guys you came in with. He said you were one of the rookies he's closest to. How would you describe Yetur off the field?
Yetur is funny. He's a very funny guy. Yetur, me and Yetur spent a lot of time working out together, him being over my house with my family, my son this summer. Just ever since we got here, we really kind of built a bond with one another.
Derrick, what was it like to have KK Short back on the field last week?
Great. I mean, KK is a Pro Bowl guy, so I mean, you get him back on the field, offense got to be ready for him. So it kind of takes a little bit away. Just I believe it. A lot of time people scheme KK, and I think he's earned that. I mean, teams don't just scheme to you for no reason.
Derrick, I know that you said that you like to block out the noise, but is there a possibility that you can use some of the stuff that people are saying as like a chip on your shoulder to go out there and play extra hard? I mean, you guys are underdogs going into an 0-4 team. Does anything like that get in the locker room? Do you guys hear that at all?
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't listen to anything from the outside. I got my motivation. I got 2 kids. I gotta make sure they're taken care of for the rest of their life. So it's every day I come to work, I gotta work. And if dad doesn't play good, I won't be around for long. So that's the motivation I need.